dude, no.
Hey everybody!
Hey everybody! Welcome back to Tera and Doug! And Ryan!
Hey guys.
And guess what? We are on Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 8.
He's been practicing doing that all day.
Have not. I just can do it naturally. I can.
Alright, so how did last episode end?
Last episode ended with me.
With you.
With you?
It ended with you.
Well,
No. You're in Game of Thrones?
You asked me a question, and I was going to give you my assumption.
Okay.
Your
Therefore,
assumption?
of what happened?
Assumption of what's going to happen.
No,
we said let's happen.
What's happened? Okay, so again, we're kind of like sidetracked here because like normally we were like staggering the episodes that we film or that we watch.
We still are.
But it's like we're one episode behind, so I'm thinking about like the last episode, but that's the next one. So
No, we're fully
episode
caught up
7.
right now.
The last episode you saw,
right,
is what we're asking you.
What
Right.
happened?
episode 7.
So
That was with Stinky Finger, who I'm dressed as.
Oh!
Yeah.
Doesn't he look like Stinky Finger? He's got
I
that
trimmed the mustache. I tried, man. I tried really hard.
Littlefinger.
I know, I feel like I have a natural influence.
Look at that part. He's got the part going.
Doesn't he just have a face that's untrustworthy right now?
Untrustworthy as shit, man. Don't trust this cat. So
No, just talk like he does.
That's hard.
I've only loved one.
There's one.
And that was
And
your sister. Boom! And then he pushes her through the
The moon door.
the moon door. The moon roof.
That was the big takeaway from the last episode, I think.
That wasn't in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
It was? I thought that was
the last one we just saw.
But that's what I'm saying. Like because it's staggered the way it is, like I can't like really get.
That
my
was the
brain
last
straight.
I believe the
episode
last
7.
episode ended with Oberyn and Tyrion,
Mm-hmm.
and he offered to be his champion.
Of course.
Didn't
'cause
end
he's
that way.
fighting.
It ended when he pushed her out the moon door.
That is how it ended. You're
Yeah.
correct. Yeah,
Okay.
but that was established too.
That
So
was
like
established.
we're going into a pretty
Uncharted
cool-
territory.
No, well, every episode is uncharted territory. Like they're heathens. These writers and authors. I know it's based on a book, but gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it.
What do you think?
So what do you think is going to happen? What are your theories?
Assumptions.
What is your prognosis, doctor?
What are your assumptions?
Assumptions, yes.
Well, I'm guessing that the end of this episode is going to be the fight scene, which is going to be the trial by combat, and I think the Mountain wins. That's my guess. Even though I like Oberyn and I love Dinjarin, and I always see him as Oberyn, as Dinjarin, because I'm a Star Wars nerd.
Geek.
I know, I was actually just talking about it with other Game of Thrones people. I was like, he's having such a different view of it than we all did.
Yeah.
Because all the Game of Thrones people watched The Mandalorian and was like, that's Oberyn.
Right.
But
he's
you
watching
have
Game
a
of Thrones
very
saying,
different...
That's the Mandalorian.
100%, yeah.
I was like, I wonder what it's like for him. Because I can't relate.
Nah,
fully.
it's weird seeing him in what I would say is a diminished role. Like
Not a main role.
well, not even just that, just as far as his capabilities. Like he's not.
Well, to be fair, we have not really seen his capabilities.
We haven't seen his capabilities. You're right. So
Well, we saw it once when he first got introduced.
he
Yeah.
stabbed a dude through the hand. All right.
It's
So
he
good
was
with his
fast.
words.
he was fast. Yeah.
And he has a
don't bring a long
reputation.
sword to a shorthand combat fight or something along
Right.
those
Yeah.
lines. Yeah. Like no, he's gonna hold his own, but I don't think he's gonna win. That's my own personal opinion. I would like to see him win. Very much so. That was the
Is that your only theory? Is that it's gonna end with the fight?
It's gonna end.
But do you have any other theories?
Somewhere along there, there's gonna probably be some Daenerys,
some violence, some sex, some.
Maybe some mean words.
Yeah. The C word might be thrown in there somewhere.
Well, if the Hound's around.
But I don't know. So, like, I would, I want to know. Like, what is there going to be?
That sounds like a perfect.
And by the way, guys, sorry if I'm lacking in my reactions today.
No, it's okay.
I had the best day at work ever, and I finished at like 1 o'clock, and I started drinking at like 2 o'clock. So if I'm a little bit inebriated, if I'm like a little bit too scrope for your goat, let me know, and I'm sorry, but I'll bear with it.
Okay.
All right. Just being honest with the viewers. I'm
sure they appreciate that.
I hope they do. I appreciate you guys.
Well, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I hope you guys all had a great day. Hope you're winding down with a drink or whatever you do. Or, good morning. Glad you're starting your day with us.
Right.
Fucking salutations to you then.
Or, it's 3 in the morning. You should go to sleep after the episode. You're one of those 3. And then good night. Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Oh, what is that? Truman Show.
Oh, yeah. That's not exactly what he says, though. What does he say?
If I don't see you tomorrow, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
There it is, something like that. Love that movie. All right, guys.
And go to our Patreon channel and join.
We were just talking about some Patreon-only reactions.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's going to be fun stuff.
We're talking some movies.
Movies, yes.
Yes.
Current and old.
On that note. And away
we go.
Gorgeous night.
Again, it always starts off, I'm like, where are we? I always love a girl that can do that.
Like a baby snail peeking out of his shell.
I do like wild girls. For fun, but not for long term.
Well, baby was crying this morning.
Oh, it's where Gilly is.
Oh.
Great place to raise children.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yes.
Well, got anything to say?
I'm sorry he woke you up.
Keep that baby quiet. Oh, I will.
Don't you ever touch him.
Little wildling bitch. You should have stayed with your own kind. Will you listen to me?
Shut your mouth.
What?
They're not going to meet much resistance in this place.
Damn. She is fierce.
Oh shit.
Where do you draw your line, Ygritte?
Right there.
I should never have left her there.
Oh, Sam.
Of course I could have known. We were raiding the villages close by. She's dead because of me.
We can't even guard Moat Town. Can't go after them, you know that. It's what they want.
As if I cut their throats myself.
She survived Craster, and it was the worst shit I've ever met.
Have faith, Sam.
She survived a White Walker, for fuck's sake.
No thanks to our hero.
I know.
Come on.
She might have.
For fuck's
They're just
sake.
trying to make him feel better.
I know.
Moat Town. And we're next. And there's what, 105 of us left?
How do 102 men stop 100,000?
They don't.
Whoever dies last, be a good lad and burn the rest of us. I don't want to come back.
That sounds like foreshadowing. I feel like the White Walkers now are gonna fucking take out most of the army that's encroaching.
Interesting theory.
I like it.
Go for a Grey Worm.
Or just stare.
Like a crocodile.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Maybe hippopotamus. Aww.
Well, I don't see why it matters. Grey Worm isn't interested. None of the Unsullied care what's under our clothes.
I believe he was interested.
Yeah, he doesn't have a dick, but he's still got a mind.
Sure.
Sunday. Honest matago va homa ni yerovolejo.
Don't imagine you
The lessons you give I in common tongue. These are precious to I.
Do you remember the name you were given at birth?
I remember nothing. Only Unsullied.
I'm sorry they did that to you.
Why? Why sorry? If the masters never cut me, I never am Unsullied. I never meet Miss Sunday from the island of North.
Pause right here.
Oh, that was so sweet.
I am sorry, for today.
Okranada. And Krenny's going in there.
Yes, easy.
Dude, Akranara means Grey Worm in whatever language he's indigenous to. No wonder he didn't change his name. That's a fucking cool name.
And what are you really?
Reek.
Are you sure?
Reek.
Until
He's
when?
broken.
Always.
Until you're rotting in the ground. Remember what you are and what you're not.
I totally forgot about this side quest.
Who are you?
Hey, Reek.
Shit. Walks back. I fucked up. I can't do it.
Sorry.
I'm Kenning, commander of this garrison, and you say you're Theon Greyjoy.
I am your prince. I swear it by the drowned god.
And if you were my prince, why are you marching with the Bolton army?
He sent me to treat with you in good faith as your fellow Ironborn. Lord Bolton implores you to protect your men and abandon this fortress you can no longer hold.
He wants us to surrender. Only a whipped dog would speak this way. Are you a woman, boy?
You don't know.
The Ironborn will not surrender. You go tell your master that. Theon Greyjoy, or whoever the fuck you are.
Ah!
What the fuck just happened?
If we yield, we live. Is that what it says on this paper here?
Yes. You're going home.
False.
You didn't do anything to
Was
let
that
them go,
him?
did you?
Yeah.
Traditions are important. Where are we without our history? Eh?
Yes, my lord.
You didn't think I'd let them live, did you?
Can we pause for 1 second? I don't believe it's possible to break somebody to that point. I literally do not believe it's possible to break somebody to the point where you've tortured them. And I know Stockholm Syndrome, I know all that shit, but like,
I guess
I don't think it's possible.
I guess you would never really know unless you were tortured to that degree.
And I guess that's where the artistic leeway comes into play, and now we all get to go along with this. But like, I just can't get along with it because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it's possible.
I mean, people get that broken just in that regular history with far less.
Not like a dog.
Well,
not obedient. Maybe broken, yes, but
how do you know?
You don't want to know. Just kidding. No, no.
He's had his dick cut off. He's been whipped for months.
That's why I know so much about testosterone.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
And blood, don't you, Baelish?
A great-grandfather from Bravo.
Hey, it's you.
And he's even a little unshaved down here.
Yeah.
Lady Arryn often told me that you were a rock, Lord Royce.
Well, she told me nothing about you, Baelish. You've been licking Tywin Lannister's boots so long, it's a wonder your tongue's not black. No. But when I heard you were lurking here...
Lady Arryn's predilections are her own affair. Her death is our affair.
Strange that within days of your arrival you've married Lady Arryn, and she's fallen through the moon door. We were told there was a witness, a girl.
A niece of yours, I believe.
I assure you she would be of no help.
We'd like to speak with her.
God, he is such a fucking manipulator.
I hear her testimony unadulterated.
Of course she's gonna fucking side with his story.
If she can.
But she's been groomed.
Speak up, girl, you're not a damn kitchen mouse. Tell us what you saw.
I'm sorry, Lord Baelish. I have to tell the truth. My name's not Elaine. It's Sansa Stark, eldest daughter of Lord Eddard Stark.
Sansa Stark?
Lord Baelish has told many lies. All to protect me. I have been a hostage in King's Landing. A plaything for Joffrey to torture or Queen Cersei to torment. I had no friends in King's Landing. Except one. He knew I'd be safe here in the Eyrie with my own blood, my Aunt Lysa. He made me swear not to tell anyone my true name.
Your secret is safe with us, my lady.
Tell us what happened to your aunt, Sansa.
You knew she was a troubled woman. She always loved Lord Baelish. She told me herself. She confessed to me she never loved Lord Arryn. When the gods finally allowed her to be with Lord Baelish, she was so happy. For a time. She was terrified that Lord Baelish didn't love her anymore, that he would abandon her for a younger woman. One day, she saw him kiss me.
It is Sansa.
It was a peck on the cheek, Lord Royce, nothing more. I was so happy to be here, to be free. All because of him.
She's learning how to play the game.
Very well.
Cursed me, called me a whore, promised to throw me through the moon door. She said she didn't want to live anymore. She stood on the edge of that moon door. She stepped through those doors and she was...
Learning how to play the game a little bit different than Arya is.
Exactly.
Two dynamics.
Not your...
And damn did she do that well.
Damn did she do that well.
Yeah, look at her teacher.
That crying and shaking.
Look at her teacher, bro.
You've done this to Sansa.
How did you do that?
Didn't do anything. Didn't do anything.
Oh, look.
Her hair's a little
They looked at each other.
She raised that boy, feeding him from her own teeth when he was 10 years old.
Lord Royce.
You look like Baelish if he went to the north with the hair all scraggled.
Right. Well, I haven't showered in a couple days, so that's probably why.
I want to know which side you're on. Do you support the Lannisters, the house that executed your friend Ned Stark? By staying out of the fray, you've allowed Tywin Lannister to destroy his rivals on every compass point.
Who would you have us back, Lord Baelish?
Robb and Arryn. Sickly little boys sometimes become powerful men. He needs to learn how to swing a sword, how to ride a horse.
He's trying to be Tywin on that side.
Yeah.
Time for Robin to leave the nest.
Smart.
Pause for a second. By the way, I watched Alien, I think it was Alien 3, and Tywin was the chief medical officer in that movie, and he was much younger, and he was such a gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of a heartthrob, you know, like...
I'm not surprised.
Well, I'm not surprised.
He's a
still
handsome older
He's a very
gentleman.
handsome guy, yeah, but like he was like the chief medical officer in Alien 3, I believe.
The barrel's done.
Yes. Who sent you?
Indiana Jones. Maybe not.
The hand.
Hand of the king.
Sounds like a proposal. What do you got, Tywin?
Barristan, Sir Jorah.
Have I forgotten a council meeting?
No.
What's this?
A royal pardon. Signed by Robert Baratheon. You spied on her.
Who gave you this?
Does it matter?
Not at this point.
Have you told her?
I wanted to tell you first, man to man.
Let me speak with her in private.
You'll never be alone with her again.
I feel like he was the most truthful to her.
Except for that one part.
Except for that one part. Where he was a spy.
Originally.
And obviously he loves her now.
If we could speak alone.
No. Speak to me here. Explain it to me.
This is the work of Tywin Lannister. He wants to divide us. If we're fighting each other, we're not fighting him.
Why were you pardoned? Unless you're saying this document was forged?
It is not forged. I sent letters to Varys.
What was the content of these letters?
Information.
What information?
When you and Viserys arrived in Pentos.
You told them I was carrying Drogo's child?
Aye.
Yes or no? Don't call me that. Did you tell them I was carrying Drogo's child?
Yes.
You betrayed me.
Damn.
From the first.
Forgive me. Please, Khaleesi. Forgive.
Go back to your masters in King's Landing. Collect your pardon, if you can.
Damn, exile.
Varys, please.
Don't ever presume to touch me again or speak my name. If you're found in Meereen past break of day, I'll have your head thrown into Slaver's Bay.
Well, that's a big change in direction.
To a degree, but I mean, even at the beginning when there was like rifts between the Baratheons and the Starks, like they were just like, oh, we've been through battle together, you know, like, oh, it's all good, you know, like, oh, fucking A, you know.
They
like,
didn't really have a riff quite like that.
No, they didn't, but however, I still think that was foolish of her because I think he was one of her most loyal servants.
And I would have to agree.
I gotta agree too.
I
agree
see
with
where
that.
she's coming from,
I see where she's coming from,
relate.
Obviously, we know that he is
But she's also
incredibly loyal to her. At this
she's
point.
mad right now.
Yeah, you were
Because-
spying on me.
because
You
he was
never,
one of the
you never
most-
were honest
What?
with me.
But like, look
I
at
never
the
got
past,
that
look at the
too.
present, look at the future, look at the like recent
Let me
past.
get my two out.
Okay.
One, she's just mad right now. Two, she's still pretty young. She's trying to be a leader, and I could see a young person thinking, well, I can't have somebody that was dishonest with me on my council. I can see that
What would
too.
that say to the other people in my council?
So I think she's made a mistake, but I can see and really feel her reasonings.
I can
And
too. I agree
she
with
would have
both what you
killed
said.
any other person for that. But
For
because
sure.
he's him, she just said leave.
I agree with everything you just said.
I almost tried
I
to
was
say
very
for sore, but
upset
said
when
for
I first
sore,
saw
because
that.
my heart is sore about
Oh,
that.
I know.
heart
It
is sore
does make
too.
my heart sore.
Yeah, that's
But you know he loves her to death.
and it's been a dynamic that's been there for
Seasons.
since season 1.
I know.
Yeah.
Who's this? I see flags.
Oh, our
Moat
favorite.
Cailin is yours, father.
Walk with me. Has there been any word from Locke?
No.
The North is larger than the other 6 kingdoms combined, and I am the Warden of the North. Now tell me, what is your name?
Maybe this is where he got his theatrics from.
Ramsay Snow.
No, not Ramsay Snow. Open it.
He's adopted now.
You are Ramsay Bolton.
Ah, he is.
Son of Roose Bolton.
He wasn't
Warden of the
adopted.
North.
No, I know, but adopted by his birth father.
Yeah.
And given his
he's been given-
surname.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that.
Sorry, I did not follow.
I swear I will uphold your name and your tradition. I will be worthy of you, father.
Damn, I need a bastard kid. I got some laundry building up in my house, you know, like...
Do you want Ramsay?
Yeah. Along those lines.
Yes.
Thank you, Sansa,
That's
for
good.
protecting me.
I'm a whispery man.
I will always love you.
Why did you help me?
They'd have executed you. What would they have done with me?
Better to gamble on the man you know than the strangers you don't.
God, he's a monster.
Boy, is she growing up.
Nothing makes you happy.
Lots of things make me happy.
Like what?
Killing Polliver, killing Rouge.
The Hound and Arya make me happy.
I wanted to see the look in his eyes when he knew it was over.
Aye, nothing in the world beats that look.
If you think you could have saved him?
It wasn't the damn wine taster. Little shit deserved to die, but poison's a woman's weapon. Men kill with steel.
Well, Littlefinger off.
Agreed.
He kind of has a woman's way of fighting. Under the table.
That flea bite's got you walking a lot slower than you used to.
Well, we won't have to walk too much further.
Shit, they're right there.
I know, right? They're right there.
You're our blood.
Nobody's even
Family,
contesting their,
honor.
like, presence.
Well, they haven't gotten to the blood gate yet.
Who would pass the bloody gate?
The blood
The
gate.
Bloody Hound, Sander Clegane, Arya Stark, niece of your lady Lysa Arryn.
Fuck. You fucked yourself inadvertently.
Lady Arryn died. 3 days ago.
He keeps trying to bring her to places, and they're...
Never left home before Uncle Peter. I'm afraid to leave.
But they don't know that...
Shouldn't be.
Isn't Sansa still there?
Yes.
It's so insane.
So is she gonna get...
It's always a near miss.
Oh, that's
It's a
Robin.
near miss.
Yeah.
At their dinner tables, they die in their beds, they die squatting over their chamber pots. Worry about your life. Take charge of your life for as long as it lasts.
Jesus Christ. Why did I style my hair like Stinky Finger? I feel ashamed
Wow.
and
Look at her.
Look at that. She's kind of got like a Disney villain.
Yeah, like a
thing going
Cruella
on.
de Vil.
Yeah.
abashed. Too small of a waistline and too large
And
of a
she
shoulder
dyed her
line.
hair. Her hair looks like brown.
No, it's just the lighting.
No, I think it's
It's
dyed.
the lighting.
No.
It's the lighting.
No, she
It's
dyed
the
her
Red
hair.
Witch. She looks like the Red Witch.
That totally looked like dyed dark hair.
It was the lighting.
You say so.
Thank you for it.
Ooh.
Trial by combat. The
deciding a man's guilt or innocence by having two other men hack each other to pieces. Do you think Oberyn has a chance? He's going to die. I'm going to die.
Din Djarin, man. It's the fucking Mandalorian.
Do you remember Cousin Orson? Orson Lannister?
Of course. Wet nurse dropped him on his head and left him simple. You think being tormented from birth would have given you some affinity for the afflicted?
On the contrary, laughing at another person's misery was the only thing that made me feel like everyone else. Why did he do it? What was it all about? I don't know.
Alright, come on. Let it be the trial by combat fucking episode. Don't push it off to the next episode. It's it right now? Yeah! Oh my god.
You really thought the credits were about to come up, huh?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be next episode.
No.
A niner. Not a niner.
You shouldn't drink before a fight.
You learned this during your years in the fighting pits.
You could get me killed.
Today is not the day I die.
What do you say to the god of death?
Not today.
Not today.
I'm going to kill that.
He's the biggest man I've ever seen.
Size does not matter when you are flat on your back.
That's a big sword.
Don't leave me alone in this world.
Woo!
You're about to face a big man with a big sword and armor.
And he's quick.
I am the brother of Elia Martell. You raped my sister. You murdered her. You killed her children. You murdered her? You killed her children. You killed her children!
Oh, we got a new one.
Seemed like a good center of gravity fucking jump.
You just got him.
Yeah, I
did. Ooh, cut his fucking Achilles or his calf muscle.
You killed her children!
Oh! Oh!
Are you dying? No, you can't die yet. You haven't confessed. Say her name. Elia Martell. Yeah, Martell. Who gave you the order? Who gave you the order? You killed her children! Say it.
He's like, dude, you're getting us into a whole puddle of mud.
Say it!
Oh my
Killed
god.
her children!
Oh my god.
Then I raped her! Then I smashed her head in like this!
Oh, dude! No! But I can't.
Oh my god!
Gods have made their will known. Tyrion Lannister, you're hereby sentenced to death.
Not on my watch.
Shit.
Not on my watch. No way, no how. Fucking A. Dude. No way. That's... I wanted that to be the case. I wanted Oberyn to avenge his sister, and I think he did hurt.
He had it!
Almost.
He fucking had it!
But he had him.
I had never been so mad at a show when I watched that. I was like all red. I was so angry. I had to like walk away, take an hour break. I was so fucking mad.
He had him.
He fucking
He
had
could have
him.
killed him.
Could have killed him.
He had him.
He wanted.
He had to run his
He had to
hands
run it
around
and
and he
point to Tywin and say, "Confess."
He cut his heel. He stabbed him in the fucking gut. I'm sorry, I'm getting mad.
He was too much like Tyrion, who
Tyrion.
Yeah, he was too much like
Tyrion is an intelligent person who would have probably stabbed him in the head really quick.
But Tyrion, if you forget, in the last episode, or maybe the episode
Are you talking about his trial?
Yeah, in the trial episode, like exploded and was like, "Dude, I am guilty of one thing, being an imp." Like, and just,
Yeah, but I think he had faith in
these people were trying to fucking like express their like last regrets, you know, like Tyrion was like, "Dude, I am guilty of nothing but being a failure of the family," and he was like, "Dude, I will put my life on the line to fucking kill the person that raped and killed my sister and her bloodline." And
But he could have. He had it.
he had it, of course, but that is Game of Thrones, my man. My lady? Sorry, my lady. I'm not saying you're a man.
I didn't take it that way.
Yeah. It's just the fucking way it goes, I guess.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
So
how did you like that episode?
I was kind of hoping Prince Oberyn was going to last a couple more seasons.
Well, it looked like
it doesn't look like he's going to.
It doesn't look like it unless he's, you know, like...
His head got fucking smashed.
Yeah.
He smashed
I don't
like a
even think
melon.
he'd be a good
Like a
White Walker
melon.
at this
No,
point.
you know.
I don't even think he'd be a good White.
A white.
They should be thankful that he didn't die in the Northern Realm.
Right.
He could...
Still, if his head was smashed, is that useful as a White? Like, no head. I've seen Whites with, like, dying and chopped off
No, I've
limbs,
seen
but not
whites,
a head.
nothing but skeleton.
But they had a head.
Okay, well, they could be a skeleton without a head.
I've never seen one of those.
Well, that's because you haven't seen
Because
one.
Oberyn didn't die there.
that makes me...
Now what's Tyrion gonna do?
He's sentenced to death.
He's gonna find a fucking way.
He's gonna die.
And I also saw in Jaime's eyes, in that last scene, Jaime was like, "We're gonna find a fucking way." Jaime's gonna be part of his liberation. He's not gonna die. I'm almost certain of this.
He said the same thing about Ned.
Yeah, well, that was wishful thinking, dude.
Yeah.
All right?
And
When
this
you
is-
like a character,
you
when
know,
you like
yeah.
a fucking character,
Like Tyrion. I love him.
when
I
you
don't
like
want
a
to see him
character,
die.
you gotta
Fucking Game of Thrones.
all your heart and soul into wishing and hoping.
Yeah, you know what? You know, you get a hand full of wish in your hand and a handful of shit in the other.
Which one fills up faster?
Right.
I gave you that one. Shit fills up faster.
Exactly.
Well, we'll find out. I'm sure.
I'm sure we're going to find out. Oh, the next episode is a 9.
It is a 9er.
Okay.
Any
talk.
theories?
Say again.
Any theories? For the next episode, not in total.
Alright, Daenerys had a little bit of action here.
Yeah, she
just sent away her best man.
Which we haven't even talked about.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. That's her best man, in my opinion. And
Agreed.
And I think he's going to feel so heartbroken and betrayed, rather.
Betrayal.
What's his journey now?
Now his trail may be like a forlorn lover, you know, like it might be like trying to get back at her.
He should join up with Arya and the Hound.
That'd be awesome.
They're all full of bitterness, so like, you know, he could
just a bunch
just
of-
melt right in.
What was that song like? 96 Quite Bitter Beans.
I have no idea.
Bam, bam,
99 balloons?
bam, bam, bam.
I don't know.
Oh shit.
But that'd be fun.
That would be fun. I don't know that that's what's going to be happening. But
no,
like,
but
I kind of doubt it.
It just came to me. I was like, that'd be a really fun trio.
Him, the Hound,
and Arya, because I don't know. I would love to see a sideshow.
What about the big girl? We don't have one of her.
Yeah, we didn't see Brienne at all in this past episode.
And we need a Brienne doll. Somebody sent us a Brienne thing for our...
Or just Brienne.
Yes, you could send us Brienne. That would
Tell her it's her new mission to come
She could be a guest, special guest. We are going to have a special guest in the future.
Do you think this is that's going to happen before or after this episode gets released?
After. I've talked to him. He's going to get in touch with us in a couple weeks.
I've heard about this too.
He's got to wait until Vikings.
We are having an individual who will be on our show. He's been an extra in season 6, episode 6.
Whoa. He wasn't an extra. He was an actor. Okay. All right.
An acting extra. And he was in season 6, episode 6.
I'm glad I'm not going to be here to give the
No,
interview.
he was in Battle of the Bastards.
Season 6, episode 7. Season 6, episode 7.
8, 1, 2, and 3.
Season 8, 1, 2, and 3.
All right.
So,
and he's going to have lots of stories.
And they're going to open the fucking communication line with, "You were an extra." Don't do that. Don't do that.
I was an extra in shows. I know what it means.
I know.
People aren't, like, offended by saying I was an extra.
Ryan, it's okay.
You weren't, like, one of the main characters.
Both my dad and I just watched a documentary where it was all extras and they loved calling themselves extras.
Right.
Of Game of
People
Thrones,
that were
specifically.
extras are not
It's not an
offended by the
insult.
word.
It's not an insult.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I'm not an actor.
I am. And
It's not
an
an
insult.
Okay.
Anyways, so he's going to be on the show. Unfortunately,
yeah. It's going to be a special. It's not going to be like a reaction
it's going
episode.
to be fun. Unfortunately, Ryan will not be joining us just because the episodes he's been in we want to talk about and he hasn't seen them yet, so we just don't want to give
We
any
don't want spoilers, and he told us there will be mega spoilers.
Also, famous people fucking hate me. They hate me.
Okay.
Okay, why are you putting yourself down?
No.
Yes, you are.
Right, you're right.
But look forward to that. We certainly are.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to the next
You should look
episode.
forward to that. Yes!
We're at the final
next two episodes.
Season
I'm
finale.
so looking forward to these next 2 episodes. Woohoo!
Right. Out in the outros, can I just please say my piece on this?
What?
Prince Oberyn.
Yeah.
I was not ready for him to go.
I know.
I know. That was a shocker. You were so convinced that he fucking won. It was great.
He, had it.
He had it.
And he was so cool.
Yeah.
He really gave off the presence of a character who was going to last longer than a season.
Absolutely.
It is a huge disappointment, but great writing. Didn't see it coming.
No.
All right, and I think on that note,
yes,
we are signing out.
Lady Sansa.